All right, welcome to the Sweet Science of Fighting Jiu-Jitsu instructional channel. James and Brian here to take you through another back take from side control. But make sure you take a look at the description. There's a link to the Sweet Science of Fighting Underground. Submit your matches for a breakdown from Ryan and ask any technical questions you have.
This has actually been more of a recent development for me, but I've gotten a lot of use out of it, so I just wanted to share it. Back attack from side control. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up from when we actually do achieve side control. And what I'm actually looking to do with my side control is place my arm on the mat here. And just as a general rule with your side control, I typically will, instead of just trying to get a hand down, I usually do an arm up so that I can lift and drag people over my arm and get my body lock even tighter. Okay, so as a general rule, try to get that type of control first before doing this. But we're here, this is all pretty standard, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sink back a little bit. And the reason why I do this is because I wanna allow the person to kind of turn on their side. I mean, everybody always turns on their side. This is what you should be doing technically, right? So we turn on our side. Now what I'm looking to do is make sure that this hand stays tucked in. And what I do is two very simple things. Is I'm gonna go to a bit of a knee on belly type of position, and I'm gonna hook the neck. So instead of an arm cross face, I'm actually gonna hook the neck. And now as I tuck this arm in, and I got the meat hook, and I have my knee over, as he starts to turn to the side, I'm gonna cross over to the back. So I turn to the back, I slide through, I pull him with the hook, and I get to the back.
This way as well.
Yep. So this has been very, very useful with my back attacks. So I wanted to share it. It's more of I just recently started playing with this the past few months, so it seems to be working. So again, I get to a traditional side control. I try to sink my arm in to get control of a body lock. And again, if you really wanted a body lock here, all I need to do is just lift and bring him over my arm and get here. And it sucks. And it's just twisting position. But I just wanted a minimum here. My hand just next to his ribs. Have basic side control. I'm going to I'm going to sink back to allow him to shrimp. Before he's able to get his knee in, I'm going to put my knee up. Okay, so now I have this grip. My hand, the hand is critical now. I take the hand and I scoop the neck. So I've heard this called meat hook. Okay, so if it's not a meat hook, I apologize, but that's what I call it. So I'm scooping the neck off the ground. So his head is off the ground. Now, as he starts to turn in here, I cross over and I pull this direction to get to a variation of a back attack. Whichever variation you choose. I would say the critical part of this movement is the crossface, transferring the top arm from a crossface to a hook. Once you get that hook as a pulling mechanism, then this becomes very easy. But really all you're looking for is the person on bottom is their back slightly off the mat. If their back comes slightly off the mat, you have the position. I usually transfer to knee on belly. You have to be a little careful with people tipping you over in that direction. You can't overcommit that way, so be careful with the sweeps there. But as long as I stay low, keep my hips sunk back, get my knee on belly, have the hooks, I can turn that corner and pull. And you can have a pretty good back attack. So this is, I've done a lot of breakdowns with the higher level guys, and I see this particular move done quite a bit, and variations of it. So just wanted to share it and kind of do a slight breakdown of it because I really haven't seen a breakdown of it yet, but I have observed it in high level competition.